your entire life. And we won't get into all that, but let's talk about how it shapes your doula business. Yes, Christine is saying, and the labor gods, Joyce says, birth is 50% mental, which reminds me, I was a gymnast and then I hurt my knees, so I ended up becoming a diver off the diving boards, not a scuba diver. My college diving coach said that diving is 90% mental and 10% abs. I mean, it was all about your mental state of climbing that ladder 3 meters up and throwing your body off the diving board. So, mindset, money mindset. Here's what I want you to think back about. Put a 1 in the chat if you grew up listening to your parents, your adults, everyone in your life talk about how money is just bad and it's hard and you have to work really, really hard to get money. And people who have money, they're bad. Drop a 1 in the chat if that was what you heard about money. Money's evil. Money's the root of all evil. It's not good to have money. Money's hard to get. And then when you get it, you have to hoard it because, yeah, so you guys are feeling me. I don't know about you, but I love my parents so much, but if we, listening to them, we were going to run out of money. We were going to run out of electricity. We were, oh my gosh, don't waste any food. Turn off the lights. Scarcity, scarcity, scarcity. Even though we were not rich. We weren't even like upper middle class, but I had food every day. I had clothes. They were hand-me-downs, but I had clothes. I never, our electricity was never shut off. I grew up pretty comfortable in Maine. But to listen to my parents talk, oh boy, money was just hard. And you got to hold on to any money that you can get. And here's another thing. The New Englanders in the audience. I don't know. Obviously I grew up in Maine. I live in New Hampshire now. I'm a New Englander at heart. I have ancestors that came over on the Mayflower. So this is it is literally ingrained in my DNA. And from everyone that I heard growing up, that you have to work really, really hard, A, to get money, and B, to be a good person. Like your worth, drop a 2 in the chat if you were raised to think that your worth is integrally, that's not a word, that your worth is tied to your productivity. You have to work hard every day. You have to work hard to get money. It doesn't come easy. And when it does, those rich, lazy people, they're rich and lazy, right? And we're over here being good because we're working really hard and we are scrimping and saving and not wasting any of our money. Okay. So I'm seeing lots of 2s. You guys are feeling me, even though you're from Alaska and Hawaii. Apparently this is just, and actually I'd love to hear from someone from Canada because I think maybe this is just the American way. And I love America, but we gotta hold back on this. Money is evil. Money is hard talk. And here's what it comes down to. Money is not evil. Money is a bunch of paper. Money's not even paper anymore. It's 1s and 0s floating around the internet, in my bank account, out on my credit card. Like it's not real. It's really not. It's not even backed by gold anymore. Like we could get into a whole thing. Like money just is not real. It's neutral. Yes, when bad people get a hold of big amounts of money, they are evil. It's not the money. You can be, newsflash, you can be oh, Susan, I guess we're related. We probably are related. Um, uh, money can be, if you're a good person and you have a lot of money, money can be a great tool. Again, I just used money to rent this house to throw a retreat for the doulas of my doula village. And the ripple effects of what are going to come from that retreat are truly amazing for moms and babies all over the world, families all over the country. Everybody was from the US that came. I used money as a tool to help these doulas have a great time. We had so much fun, and a lot of good is going to come from that. And we talked about money mindset a lot on the retreat, and we talk a lot about it in my doula village on the daily. So this is the nugget. This is the truth nugget for the doulas, who we've been raised to think money is evil and that you have to work really, really hard for money. And then we hear about the career to be a doula, and we're like, I was born to do this. How many people feel like they were born to be a doula? Just say yes. Raise your hand in the comments. I heard, after I had my 3 kids, I was reading a blog about a postpartum doula, and it was like light came down from the heavens. I was like, that is what I'm supposed to do. That is my calling. I truly felt like that. So how does it work when we feel called to do this work and then it comes easy to us? Like, yes, we take our trainings, and yes, it's hard to make a website, but being with a client, we know, we're good at that, right? Who's really good at sitting with a client in labor or hugging a mom who just had a baby and is having a rough time and telling her it's going to be okay? It's easy to be a doula, right? And it feels so good. It's like, I used to say, it's like therapy. I would be like, why does it feel so good to go into this new mom's home and do her dishes and fold her laundry and give her a hug? I hate doing all that stuff in my own house, but I loved doing it for a new mom. I still do. So when you have everybody over here telling you that money is hard and that you have to work really hard and that money's really bad, when you have that as your mindset, and some of you are probably like, what is even going on? Like, it's so ingrained in our mindset that you don't even realize that these are just thoughts and that they're not true. So you have everybody telling you this, society telling you this, American society telling you this, and then you have you over here just born to be a doula, out there in the world, doing good work, loving it, serving. And then it's like, well, I can't get money for this because it feels good when I do it. I'm happy about it. The client is happy about it. And it's easy. Like, do you guys see the disconnect? We have trouble charging for our doula work because it feels good. It feels easy to us because it is our gift that we were born with. So that is the disconnect right there. If you have trouble, and I know you probably do, charging your worth, asking, talking to your clients about money, about your rates, about what it's going to cost. If you feel weird sending your invoices, if you are lowballing your services, if you're not charging enough, it probably is because of this, your mindset around money. Like your brain can't comprehend that you deserve to earn money for something that's easy for you to do, that you were born to do, that you're good at, and that is fun. And we tend to, here's the rub, we tend to self-sabotage ourselves in many ways back to our, in my case, corporate marketing job, because that job in the cubicle where I didn't see any sunshine, where I was poring over spreadsheets and talking to jerks on the phone all day, and just, I liked my marketing jobs, but it was hard. It was hard work. I trudged in there at 9. I trudged out at 5. I felt deflated and de-energized and la 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 la. Meanwhile, I'm skipping up the walkway to my clients' houses. I love it. My doula clients' houses. So it feels easier to our nervous systems and to our minds to give our services away and not charge for them, and not, here's what it comes down to, not feel like we are worthy of earning a living as a doula. Is this resonating? Let me know. Look at my new amazing handmade mug that I paid money for. I bought everybody who came to the retreat this mug because they're awesome. And they were made by my friend Liz, who is living out her dream as a potter in her little studio here in New Hampshire. She wants everybody to have a mug that starts their day off with a good intention. And so it felt so good to me to pay money, A, to give gifts to the doulas that I love, and B, support her dream. I'm getting off on another whole money mindset tangent. Oh, yay, Emily loves her mugs. We toasted this morning on our coaching call. Victoria, this is a great question. Here's the other place where our money mindset gets in the way as doulas, because we feel like everyone deserves a doula, and everybody does. That is true. Everyone deserves a doula. And I think a lot of doulas get hung up here, and so they offer sliding scales, they give services away for free, which is fine. But when you do it, I'll get to how to do it effectively. When you're doing it, just starting out, you're brand new doula, you're giving services away, sliding scale, and then you're not paying your bills, guess what? You're going to have to stop being a doula, and you're going to have to back to another job that sucks your soul, that you hate. Yes, Joyce, every doula deserves to pay their bills. That's what it should say. Everyone deserves a doula, and every doula deserves to pay their bills. I love that. So here's the thing. Here's the reality. We live in a world where money exists. And we live in a world where we oh, Tammy, send me a message. Yes, you can buy one. Because I worked out a good deal. I knew the doulas would want one. So, and actually, Tammy, you're in my doula village. We'll figure something out. We live in a world where we trade money for services. We have houses, right? We pay rent. We have mortgages. Our children need food. We need clothes. Like you have to have money, okay? Maybe 1% of people are living off the grid, or they're have a trust fund or whatever. Good for them. But the reality, we all have bills to pay. So, do you want to earn your living as a doula doing this work that you feel that you love, that's easy to you, and that you feel born to do? Or do you want to go get a soul-crushing corporate job? You want to be a doula. So figure out what you need to be paid each month and make sure your doula work covers that. And that then from there, give from there. So the way I do this, not saying this is the right way, but just sharing examples. I now as a solo doula always, and now as a doula agency, I charge what I need to charge to cover the bills of the agency and the bills of what I need to contribute to my family's expenses, mortgage, food, car, blah, blah, blah. And then I pay my doulas. And then from there, from the extra, that's what I give. Sometimes, at certain points throughout the year, timing works out, the bank account works out, we can gift somebody a pro bono postpartum doula. One thing, my new favorite thing to do that I've been doing for the past year or two is, I used to donate a certain percentage to a local charity. Now what I do is the new thing. Are you guys seeing this in the local moms groups? Like moms will post like, I have a 3-month-old and a 5-year-old, and my check from the government's not coming till this day, but I need diapers, or I ran out of formula, da 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 da. And sometimes people like put their Amazon wish list is the new thing. And do you know how much I love going in and from my agency just sending that mom some diapers, formula, some healthy toddler snacks, like whatever. It's the best. It is the best feeling. And I love that I use money to do that. So again, money is a tool. And when you are earning enough as a doula to support yourself, support your family, pay whatever you need to pay, you can give from that extra. One thing I heard a coach of mine a long time ago say, you want to be giving from extra, not from your essence. And what that means to me is it's along the same lines of you can't pour from an empty cup. You don't want to be giving from your essence. You want to be so filled up that you can give your energy from your extra. Same with your bank account. You need to fill your bank account up to pay your bills and cover your needs, and then give from the extra. And yes, I'm not saying don't do a sliding scale, but I'm saying, offer a sliding scale when you've already met your own needs. Does that make sense? So here's one thing I said. I don't know if you were there, Victoria. I can't remember if I said it at the retreat or in a My Doula Village office hours, but I think everyone deserves a doula, and we're compassionate, caring individuals because we were born to be a doula, but we are not the government. We personally are not responsible for making sure everyone in our city has a doula. It's impossible. It's lovely that you care and that you want that to happen, but it's just impossible. You're only one person, you only have 2 hands, and you gotta put your oxygen mask on first before you go out saving the rest of the world. So, and then what happens is the more you're earning, the more you can give, the more that you can be generous. So coming at it that way is so much better than coming at it from a scarcity mindset, like, oh my God, no one has enough. I have to give everyone a discount. I have to take 3 pro bono clients enough. That's a one-way ticket to burnout. I hate to say it. So glad this is resonating, Victoria. Okay. So, so back to when you're raised to think that earning money is hard and that we have to work really hard to be worthy of receiving money. And actually, Victoria, you're the one who said this. You said it so well that and this resonated with me, and I think this is very common. Like, being rich is bad. Being poor and hardworking and struggling is good and like pious and the way we want to be. Who heard that growing up? So it is really hard to receive any money from anywhere if you think that makes you a bad person. And if that is just bad. So what I want you to do is start noticing the red flags in your own brain. And a huge one, and this was huge for me, is when you catch yourself saying out loud or to yourself, must be nice. When someone drives by in a super fancy car, or your neighbor's lawn service is coming to take care of their lawn, or you drive through a fancy big house neighborhood, must be nice. Or this was a big one for me, like someone talking about like how they go to yoga 3 times a week. I'm like, must be nice. I have a job. Like, must be nice that you don't have that. Like, if you're saying must be nice, that is your money mindset kicking in. And I want you to just start switching your mindset. When you say must be nice, instead of saying must be nice, say, I am really happy for them. It's hard to do at first, but when you do, it shifts everything. And if you drive by a huge mansion, instead of saying, ooh, must be nice, be like, wow, I am thrilled for them that they figured out how to buy this mansion. I'm so happy for them. And then this is how you shift your money mindset. And trust me, this has taken me years. And there's so many more examples of, but listening to your own inner dialogue, and anytime those scarcity voices come up, switch it over to abundance. So when you're living your life with this worldview, it's really hard to ask for money. It's really hard to list your prices on your website that are higher or that are equal to the other doulas in your area. It's easier to self-sabotage ourselves and charge less. Yes, I love that, Emily, an attitude of gratitude. So here's what one of the other things that it comes down to. You can be the best doula in the world. You could have 20 years of experience. You could just have been born with all the doula mojo. You could have been raised by 2 midwives or whatever. You could be the best. It must be nice from Hamilton. You could be the best doula in the world, but if you feel icky charging your worth for your services, it's not going to happen. And another thing we were talking about at this retreat, or actually, I think I was talking about it with Emily on a one-on-one coaching call. We were talking about like when you, as a birth doula, Emily Wannenberg, who's here from Doula Memi, 4th Trimester Fitness, she is a master at coming in, declaring her rate, which is higher than other doulas in her area. She has boundaries about which hospital she goes to, or the way she does things, and the way she talks about it. She's just very clear, non-apologetic, and very confident. And the energy that comes from that, if I was pregnant, I'd be like, yes, you're the one. I want you. I want that energy. I want that confidence with me throughout my pregnancy and in the labor room. Versus a doula that's like, hi, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know what do you think I should charge? What do you feel comfortable paying? Like, what would feel good to you? How about that? Like, we'll talk about it later. Like, I don't know. No. That's not the energy I want in the labor and delivery room. So start to think about that when you are talking about anything with your clients, but specifically your rate. And I'm not going to stand here and say it's super easy. But it takes practice, it takes work, and but it pays off. So, like I said, we live in a world where we have mortgages, we have to buy our food. So we have to earn money. So we might as well earn it as a doula and not a boring corporate executive. And the thing is, your doula services changes people's lives. It is such important work. So A, you deserve to be compensated. B, you're worthy of being compensated. And C, we need you out there being a doula for the long haul, helping as many people as you can. And if you burn out because you're undercharging and you can't pay your bills and you have to go back to some other job, that means at the end of the day, you're not being a doula. And that's not helpful. So, your good work that you were born to do, that comes easy to you, is worthy of being compensated. So, here's what money mindset comes down to. We, our heads, our dialogue in our own heads, we are the ones who are getting in the way of us receiving what we deserve to receive. We are also worthy of receiving what we deserve to receive. We are worthy of being paid well for our really good service of attending a family as they welcome their new baby home, or being with a couple as they birth a baby into the world and prenatally. That's what money mindset comes down to, is worth. So there's a lot of inner work that goes into this. And this is what we are doing. This is what I'm doing in my one-on-one coaching sessions that I have with doulas. This is what I do in my one-on-one coaching sessions with my coach. As an entrepreneur, your mindset about money, about growth, about work, about everything is so important. I mean, how many times did we joke on the retreat? Half of you are here, about how being an entrepreneur is the biggest journey into self-exploration that there is. And I love it. So I love doing it. And it's a constantly evolving process. It never ends. But you get to design your life as a doula. That's what it comes down to. That's why we all want, first of all, here's another thing about money mindset. We all say we want money. We don't really want money, because money is just paper. We want the freedom that having money gives us. We want time. We want more time with our families. We want more time with our kids. We want more time to sit in a chair outside in the sun for an hour, like I did, staring into the woods. We become entrepreneurs because we are after that freedom that money gives us. We are becoming entrepreneurs because we want to design a life like that feels good, and we deserve that. And I don't think she's here because she's probably driving, but Jennifer, Lean on Me, Westchester Doula, is in my doula village, but she just posted on Instagram a few minutes ago that she was driving home from a shift, doing what she loves, and her favorite song came on the radio, and then she was just being grateful for that she gets to do this work. And then she made the decision to take a different a different exit, so that she could watch the sunset over the river or the lake or something. Like, just that right there helps your money mindset. That is something, because again, it doesn't even come down to money. This is about squeezing, sucking, drawing, attracting in more abundance into your life any way that you can. So maybe that is taking a different exit so you can see a beautiful sunset. Taking 5 minutes to really sip your coffee while it's hot before your kids start calling you in all directions. Maybe it's paying for your... Oh, Christine! Paying for your kids' Washington, D.C. trip without blinking an eye. That is a big moment. And that is what it all is all about. Yes. So Victoria's saying that she can attest to that. I am great at flipping things you say on their head to give clarity. Because what I love to do, because I have practiced this in my own head, is flipping the things we say. The scarcity that comes out of our mouths and stays in our head at all times about everything is constant. And you getting, and some people say, oh, you have to meditate to do this. I'm not a big meditator, but I like to take a walk and think, just noticing your thoughts. And when they go to scarcity, whether it's scarcity of time, I don't have enough time for this. I don't have enough money for this. Here's a big one for me. This is one, I love my mom so much, but scarcity of sunny days here in New England. Oh, if it's going to be a sunny day, you better get out there and not waste a second of it, because it is going to start snowing, and you cannot waste 1 second of a sunny day here in New Hampshire and Maine. Oh my God, Joyce's doula income is taking her family on a cruise to Cozumel next month. Like, how amazing is that? Joyce gets to be an amazing doula and do work that she loves. And being a doula is hard. I'm not going to say it's not hard, but so is being a marketing exec. So is being a waitress. So is being a hairdresser. Like, it's all hard. So let's pick doula hard. That's awesome. Yeah, I know you get me, Christine, on the weather thing. But you know what is the reality? There's going to be another sunny day coming eventually, that we're not going to run out of sunny days. So we can just relax about that one. So here's the action steps I want you to take forward. Focus on abundance in each moment. And again, this can be an abundance of like, oh, hey, you know what happened to me today? I had a couple discovery calls that they didn't show. And I started to get mad because that does burn me up a little bit. But then I was like, oh, look at me. Yes, Joyce, choose your hard. I was like, look at me. I got 20 minutes. It was a beautiful sunny day. I got 20 minutes to just go sit outside and not do anything. I have an abundance of time. I have an abundance of laundry downstairs that needs to be folded and put away. I am so blessed by this abundance of clean. It's clean. And even better, it's clothes. My family has so many clothes. We have an abundance of clothes. And they are sitting in they're overflowing out of the baskets. I have all this laundry, you guys. I have so much abundance. I have an abundance of ketchups in my fridge. I'm so lucky, you guys. I have 5 open ketchups in my fridge. Like, that abundance, I'm so grateful for all the ketchup in my life and that we have 5. So abundance, yes, can be, money in your bank account. But if right now maybe there's not so much money in there, focus on the other parts of your life where you have abundance. Maybe it's the laundry. Maybe it's some free time that opened up in your calendar. Maybe it's the penny that you saw on the ground. Like, the universe is literally just throwing money at you. Look at you. There's pennies on the ground in front of you as you walk. That is abundance, my friend. You can, sunsets are free. You can go watch one every day. You can go, sit in the grass. You can ride the subway in New York City up and down and back as much as you want. So, it sounds silly, but just as you're going through your day, notice your thoughts. Zip it when you start having those scarcity thoughts, and then notice what you do have in abundance, and then appreciate it and be grateful for it. And it sounds crazy, but what you appreciate appreciates. What you're grateful for grows. This is why every week in my doula village we have winning or Wednesday wins. And we talk, everybody is invited in the Facebook group to share a win, big or small. And sometimes it's like, I booked a 3-month overnight contract. Sometimes it's like, I went to the gym this morning. Any celebrate and be grateful for your wins on moment by moment, and just watch what happens. It's truly, truly amazing. And so I love talking about money mindset. And again, I've gone from a girl growing up in the woods of Maine, thinking we're going to run out of water, electricity, food, everything, to I just booked an oceanside mansion and invited all my friends. And it was awesome. And the impact that has. And honestly, really, I've gone from who here just worries about money every day, checks the bank account, thinks about it, is like driven. I was just driven by lack of money every day. Like, oh my God, this bill's due. How's it going to pay it? Oh my God, what's going to happen? What could I do to get more money? What could I do to pay it? Oh my God, how am I going to do it? Like, I thought about money so much, to now I don't. Because here's the thing, when you start noticing your thoughts, your patterns, here's the thing that I started noticing. Yeah, I grew up worried the well was gonna run dry and that we wouldn't, we had to turn the lights out. We never did. I always ate, luckily. I mean, and now even like when there's a big bill or something happens, or surprise out of nowhere, like I always figure it out. Still here. I still have a sunset. I still found a penny in the parking lot this morning. Like, it just reframing things in your head has a huge impact. And then working on your money mindset, working on that confidence to, Emily, I'm going to say it, charge what you're worth and be worth what you charge. What do you know? You get more money in your bank account and your clients are happy. Who here, like, think about something you love that you really wanted really badly, that you were just happy to pay top dollar for. Maybe it was a expensive purse, maybe it was your new car, maybe it's a massage from your favorite massage place. I mean, whatever it is, it's going to be different for each and every one of us, but there are things I'm happy to pay money on. And now I notice, getting sidetracked, but like today I'm up late, y'all. This is late for me, so I went out and got myself a coffee today. And I was just like, you know what? Thanks so much. Put a big tip in the jar. Like, it was just fun. I had the money in the console of my car. I'm like, why let it sit there? Let me give it to this college kid who just gave me a nice coffee. Like, that was fun. So make money fun. This is not about spending money you don't have or getting into debt or da 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 da. Make your money fun. Focus on gratitude and notice your thoughts and what they come up with. And then if you are real, and then join my doula village, because this is what we are diving into all the time. This is what I really dive into in one-on-one coaching sessions. Because this tends to be like, yes, you come in asking about, like, I need the strategy, I need the Instagram strategy, I need to figure out how to get more clients. If you're It doesn't matter how good your Instagram strategy, if you at every interview are self-sabotaging yourself and pushing away money or not charging what you're worth, it's not going to happen. So you got to work on this alongside the rest of your doula business. So let me know, shoot me an email, send me a DM if you have questions, comment here in the group. I'd love to, within this Facebook group, get a conversation going about your takeaways and ahas. And I want to thank you all for coming, for the abundance of you that showed up. Where's my little thing? 74 comments. What an abundance of comments. I love it so much. So thank you all. Have a beautiful Tuesday, and I will see you around. Bye.